everybody, Bandicoot Commando here, and welcome back to Tomb Raider. Last time, we finished the cistern level, and all in all, it's not a bad level, as long as you know what you're doing, and if you don't mind having to put up with constant rats and crocodiles. But after that, we ended up here, deeper within, and now we are at the Tomb of Tihocan. And so today, we're going to see if it's not too long of a level, I think, but I don't know for sure if we're going to get it done in one go, but we'll see. Anyway, someone is with me.
Hello, everybody. It's me again.
Elk has returned as he said he would.
Mm-hmm.
And so, let's hope we can get through this in one video.
Yeah, hopefully.
So, right off the bat, let's see. We just got to swim through, and then up ahead is, yep, some grading. Don't go up, go down. And then you make a little U-turn, and then pull that. If you're
I'm not
worried,
sure if that... Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if you're worried about running out of air too soon, as soon as you pull that, the way to, yeah, there's the surface. Had I not pulled that, there'd be no way for me to get up here on the surface. Otherwise, you'd have to go back to the start of the level.
Yeah, that probably would have been painful.
And what was it you were gonna say, though?
No, I was gonna say that, like, you said you did a U-turn. I said that's not really a U-turn.
Oh, well, I would have done a U-turn if I pressed the circle button, but... Hey, hey,
Fair
hey,
enough.
hey! Get off me. I wonder if
Goddamn
Laura
fuck.
ever feels bad killing these animals.
I don't know. It's probably a similar situation of, like, it's either me or you.
Because, like, in the later games, she eventually kills animals that are endangered. And I think I do remember thinking to myself, it's like, wow, does she not feel bad having to kill them? Especially the very endangered ones?
I mean, in a life or death scenario, you'll make decisions that you might regret.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But then the only endangered. Oh, darts, darts, darts!
That scared me too. The hell?
Oh, wow, we lost a good half of our health. Okay, so. Let me. Yeah, we gotta go up there. So I should be able to reach that from here. Ow. And okay. This, I believe, will flood the room. I heard water. So if you decided not to kill that crocodile, he'd be swimming around by now.
Yeah. In all honesty, like, I find it amusing that, like, crocodiles are these, like, really dangerous animals. But I remember seeing on YouTube Shorts earlier a video of someone feeding a crocodile a chicken leg or something, and they essentially acting like a puppy.
I mean, they are almost as smart as dogs.
Yeah, they're basically the dog. They're the puppies of the swamp.
Okay, yeah, I'm going the right. I'm not even looking at the guide, but yeah, I think I'm doing everything right so far.
Sometimes you rely on muscle memory to do things. I mean, I cannot relate in that regard because I've never played this before, but
Oh
you
boy,
know more about this than I do.
we're being sucked.
Ooh, spicy. I'm sorry.
Hello, hello, my little large rodent friend.
It doesn't seem too friendly from what I can tell.
He's dead. Now, there's only two secrets here, and I believe we're in the right room for the first one, but I'll have to look at the guide again. And if I also recall, um, oh, Well, actually, no. I'll save that later. I'll save that for a later point. Ah. Okay. Oh, I remember this room. Yeah. There it is. There it is. There's that swinging axe trap. As soon as I
Yeah.
get near it, it's gonna trigger.
Mm. You know, considering like
Full. Oh, did you get cut off or something? Uh-oh. Uh,
okay,
okay. For a while. Oh, did you disconnect?
my Discord just crashed.
Really?
Just out of nowhere while I was in the middle of talking about something.
And yeah, and I was ready to hear what you were gonna say, and then that. Hey, look over there. He he was right there waiting for us.
Uh, uh,
Well, if you go. Oh no. Uh, which way do you go? I might
why
have to
did you
look.
say that with the inflection of the knuckles? Oh
Yeah,
no.
that I realized that.
Oh no.
Oh, I shouldn't be doing that. All right, I'm gonna try to get up there to Pierre, mostly so that we can chase him off.
Right.
Hey,
And
Pierre, how's it going? You've been harassing us ever since we got here in Greece.
is.
Stuck.
At least you
Yeah.
weren't door stuck.
Oh, he poofed. He disappeared. It's rare to see that. Like, obviously, yeah, when he gets to a certain point, he just disappears. But still, I never actually seen him poofed.
Huh.
Uh, Let me see. Okay, so yeah, we
What?
gotta go. We gotta go this way.
Right. Like, what I was going to say earlier was in regards to the swinging axe thingy,
Hmm?
and it was going to be like, why do so many of these like adventure stories slash video games involve these kinds of traps? Because I don't think I've ever heard of any, like, very many actual instances of them being used in real life.
I think it's just because in real life there are no such thing as traps for tombs and temples. Oh,
Well,
oh,
yeah, that makes sense.
I didn't
It's
think.
more so. I guess it's more so just like a game design thing. Although I have heard of like heavily guarded spaces that have like really intricate like traps. Like for example, like banks or whatever have very intricate trap layouts in that regard with like mustard gas or dye packs.
I thought it would just be like standard lasers or something to trigger alarms.
Nah, I don't think. I think lasers would be too expensive and too sci-fi-y.
Okay, I think yeah, this is the right room, and this is where a secret is. There are. Oh yeah, okay. Maybe if I switch it to the original. It's hard to see, but there are, I think in this room, there are three tiles that don't. Yeah, I see them already. You see how this tile looks a little different from the others?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta press on these, and it should open the door.
I love environmental puzzles.
I heard the door.
That wasn't a joke. I do enjoy environmental puzzles.
Okay, I see what we gotta do here, so. Oops.
Although I hate puzzles like these that involve like slopes and shit. They're always painful.
Ah, I missed. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing wrong. Let me. Okay. There we go.
I don't know what it is about this game, but there's plenty of room for her to just like fall onto the thing, but she waits until she's like at hand's length at the ledge to grab on.
Well, it's you know how it works when you're falling and you try grabbing onto something. Did that trigger? Yes, it did. It triggered the secret. Okay.
Yeah, the last time I got into a situation like that, I got stuck in a ball pit. Well, not a ball pit, but a foam pit.
Okay, so now that we got that, we're good to get out of here. Wait, before I get
Believe me, you
out,
do not.
wasn't there a no? Thought there was a what's up here? Oh, this is where this was the other way. Yeah, this is the other way. We got to go up and pull that lever and it'll flood the room. So yeah, it is a good idea to go this way because if you flood the room, you'd miss out on the secret. And at the same time, if you do flood the room, um, I forgot how far it goes, but the water will get to a point like maybe up to here, I think. And if you haven't taken care of Pierre, he will still be here. He won't be swimming or anything. He's just walking on the ground still. And that also means he can still fire at you. Oh,
Yeah, that makes sense.
oh
Sorry
boy.
about that. I'm a little dehydrated.
Oh boy. I'm a little nervous because I know if I mess this up, I'm dead. And I don't really want to save. Oh god. When will I ever learn my lesson that I should probably save when I feel unsure?
I feel that. I feel that really fucking bad.
We'll be
Like I
back
was literally.
there.
Oh,
We'll be back
sorry.
there
Go ahead.
momentarily, people.
Okay.
All right, here we are, everyone. This time, I am not going to take any chances. I swear, if I somehow get this. Yeah, of course. Of course. It doesn't work the first time, but it works the second time after I decide to be a coward about it.
Second time's the charm.
Okay, well, now we just need to get up there. Oh, ouch! I didn't think it was going to touch me.
Hitboxes.
Okay, wait for it, and... Alright. Okay, so we got to be careful because as a reminder, we're up here, and we don't want to fall down. But once we pull that switch, it's going to flood this room, and it will be safe to swim through. Doop, doop, and okay. Oh, nice little lion faces. That should have flooded the area. Did it? I see water. Is it deep?
Yeah.
Okay, it's deep.
Yes. Like the
Okay.
wise, like the wise flushed away once said, "Make sure to keep your legs straight when you hit the water."
Fact and wait. Yeah, I see a rat. Yeah, speaking of rats. Wait a minute. He's not triggered. Okay, now he triggered. Okay.
I guess you had to get up really close to him.
Okay, so we swim through here. We may or may not encounter crocodiles. Okay, there's a surface. Whoa, spot. Bro, hello.
Lions.
There's gorillas and lions down here, and yeah, I'm gonna have to heal up. No, not the... Okay, I'm gonna take you on head on. Okay. Before we go
I've,
up to where the gorillas are, let's see what's down here. And what was it you were gonna say?
no, I was gonna say I find it amusing that the lions have like white eyeballs, white glowing eyeballs.
Well, it wasn't like that when the remaster came out at first. I think they had their own unique eyes, like actual, like, the yellow eyes and the black pupil things. But then they changed it to the white eyes to... I guess it was because that's how it was in the original, because, yeah, see?
Ugh.
That wasn't the case in the original, though.
They look possessed now.
I think the idea is to play with the eye. Oh!
Yeah.
God. That
Oh
startled me.
hey, yeah, it
Wait.
startled me too. I was not expecting that.
Oh!
Hi, Elkie.
Unexpected drop-in.
Yes.
Yeah, surprise goat.
Okay, well, hold on. Let me pull up and get somewhere safe so I can... I want to do a proper Okay, this is as proper as it can get. So, someone dropped in on us unexpectedly. This is another friend of ours. Do kindly introduce yourself.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Me
Yes.
to you.
Uh,
Hi. I already know Elkie, hon.
mm-hmm.
This
Goodness, the
is
two of you are so cute.
this is Lynn, people. We'll just say Lynn. Lynn is a friend of ours, and I did not expect her to
Oh,
drop
oh
in.
my goodness! I thought. Oh my goodness!
We're recording.
Oh my goodness! You're recording. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
I didn't know that you were recording.
It's all right.
You're free to watch though. You're free to watch and co-commentate.
Yeah,
All
just
right.
keep it family friendly.
Yeah, that's the big one.
I'm not good at that.
Okay, did I messed it up.
Oh god. Oh no. Damn it.
Hey, look how bloody it looks in the original.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not too far from that though, so I can reload and make my way back. Can you believe... I should say this. In the original release, the game, because at the time the ESRB wasn't like well established at the time, the game was rated, I believe, either T or K through A. And K through
K
A
through A?
meant, yeah, kids and adults.
Seriously?
Yeah, I think it was rated T though.
Yes. Baby Joey playing Tomb Raider at 1 a.m. I love this game.
Then you see impalement and blood and everything. But like I said, the standards for the ESRB were different back in those days. Because like
Yeah. Just like
because
how the standards of the National Ratings Board for movies was different back in the day. Like
yeah,
compare an 80s PG to a modern PG.
well, when it comes to the 80s PG, and it's the very reason. Gremlins and I believe Indiana Jones, The Temple of Doom, they were the reason why the TV rating got made. The PG rating,
Yeah.
that is.
Because, like, if you recall, fucking Indiana Jones Raiders of the Lost Ark had, like, one of the most horrifying scenes I've ever seen on it.
Yes, and you've told me how that traumatized you.
Yeah, so badly, it still gives me nightmares.
And so, yeah, a lot of games back then, they just, it was a different time, is all I can say.
Fair enough.
Which is why, as of now, the classic Tomb Raider games, at least through the remaster here, they are properly classified as rated M games.
Well, yeah, it's a mature game because it's, like, for mature audiences and thus mature gameplay sections.
Oh,
Yeah, so you gotta have the matureness on for all that woopa.
Oh, it's not just that. You saw impalement just now, and believe me,
Yes,
when we
I
get to
know.
the last sections of the game, it's gonna get disgusting, as I'll put it.
Ooh.
All right, so let's try this again. Before I jump up, is there? I'd love to take them out from there, but they're just. I think it's time to bring out the shotgun.
Yeah, you got to get that 12 gauge Remington. Again.
Get out of my
Okay.
way.
I
Out of my
need to
way.
disable that for this, don't I?
All right, that takes care of them. Okay. Right here, I think. Yes. I tell you, they put spike trap. Wait, what? This is closed.
Why?
Uh-oh. What am
I
I
mean, like, I
forgetting?
have no.
Am I forgetting something? Let's see. We came out through there. I don't think I saw a lever in. Oh.
God damn it. Modern textures.
I
Modern textures with modern lighting.
I did say how, like, sometimes, yeah, I'll switch it to the original just so that I can see certain things better, and I'm going the wrong way.
You.
Well, this is the way to go, but we have to get that key to do things. Okay. That will open up the door in the upper area. Uh-huh. And I do remember that up there, there's a bit of a puzzle, but at the same time, there's going to be a lot of lions and gorillas.
You know, this type of stuff reminds me of the. Have you ever played the original "I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream" game? I say original.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I know the trope name, but I didn't know it was a game.
Well, the game itself, the author really, really hated. He was like, "Oh my gosh, I don't know why people play video games. They're terrible. They just feel like a waste of time and they're boring too." Uh,
Mm.
and I didn't initially understand this until I got on to actually look at the game, and I realized that a lot of games, like especially the more rudimentary earlier games, have a whole focus on like most of the progression being tied on I'm gonna walk around this same area 700 times and see if there's a new thing I can click on to
Yeah,
progress.
That sounds about right. Well, that's more of like a point and click game,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
especially if you didn't
it's
I
know
not,
what to do.
yeah, like, take a look at, like, the old, like, text adventure games as well. Like, yeah, I'm gonna
oh yeah.
paraphrase Homestar Runner here. The games that are like, ye find yeself in yon dungeon. Ye say a flask. Obvious exits are north, south, and Dennis. And you
Yes.
type in get ye flask, and it says you can't get ye flask, and then you just have to sit there and think why on earth you can't get ye flask, because the game's certainly not going to tell you, and there's no precious graphics to help you out either.
Well, if it were me, I would just type in get flask, not get ye flask. Just
And it
typing.
says you can't get flask.
Okay, well, sometimes they were finicky like that when it came to typing in what you had to type in.
Yeah. Funnily enough, to my knowledge, there is still like an audience for the old text adventure games.
I'd love to try one.
There's an entire, if I can look it up here, hang on.
I know there's like an AI dungeon game, and you just type
Oh,
stuff in, and it feels like a text adventure game.
Quest. The game thing that I'm talking about. Text adventure. Here we go. The website is called textadventuregames.co.uk, and the program I'm talking about is called Quest.
Mm-hmm.
And it's literally a thing where you can make and share and play text adventure games.
Right.
And
My
I've used it,
body
and
is a
it's really.
furnace, and my body is a furnace, and McDonald's cheeseburgers are the coal.
Care sparing one? Because I could use one now.
I already ate 2.
Damn it!
My parents brought it for me. They're very nice.
Hey, get back out.
They sound it.
Go.
We love our parents.
Oh,
Weird.
by the way, I looked it up. I found out what the remember last time or a couple episodes ago that I was on here, how I mentioned that there was a very creepy unused temple in one of the Tomb Raider games that was made up entirely of placeholder textures.
Oh, wait a minute. I
I
think
think
I
I
know what
heard
you're.
about that on
I
like
think
a
I know
Wash
what you're
Paper
talking
video or
about now.
something.
That's in the 4th game, I believe.
Yeah, and it's such a disturbing visual. Like, look
Didn't
at
it
this.
have
I'm
like
gonna
an
send it.
underwater portion
Yeah.
with like a bunch of bodies in it or something?
That you might be thinking of Tomb Raider 3. Hang on, let me pause
This
it.
is
Yes, I've actually seen that.
that is Tomb Raider 4.
Or at least it's an unused test level with those graphics.
It was like I think they found it in like a what was it? They found this temple thing in the goddamn where was it? I think it was in a demo or something, and like they somehow got past the trigger to end the demo or something, and when they got past it, they found that temple just off to the side.
Hmm.
Spooky.
Yeah, it's something. I'll tell you that much. I both love and hate poking around out of bounds in video games.
I mean, you never know what you find. To this day, you'll
But
still find some really interesting things.
and some scary things.
Yeah,
Like
that too.
don't even get me started. Like I have legitimate nightmares about breaking out of bounds in video games, of all things.
Oh, whoa,
Because
rats. That's a
oh
lot of
shit.
rats.
Oh no, more bullet sponges to waste your bullets on.
I don't take too many shots.
Yeah, I know. I'm just joking.
I swore, though, that a lion came out from one of these doors.
I
Unless
think
it's
maybe you just
unless it's this last one that I'm about to trigger once I get the block on there.
yeah, in case if it is, I suggest you don't
Oh
trigger
my.
that.
Well, I'm gonna have to because there might be. I need to get whatever's in the room.
If you say so. Like I said, never played this before.
All right, come on out. Oh, gorillas.
Gorilla.
Speaking of, before I recorded, on the TV downstairs, it's on Freeform, and before I came up, Tarzan is actually on TV. So gorillas.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I miss cable TV. Like I miss having cable.
Is this the okay? No, this ain't the way to go, but we need to go up there to get that key. Oops.
I've always
Like
liked
I
the
can,
aesthetics of cable. Like
not
where
so
it
much the
feels like
aesthetics,
very
but it's like
breaks.
I grew up with cable TV, so I don't just have a lot of nostalgia for it, but streaming honestly isn't as convenient
I
as like it
guarantee
was back in
that.
like the early 2Ks.
Yeah, cable TV had like this kind of charm to it.
It's not even just like charm. It's like
I think one of my favorite things with it was that how a lot of movies I saw, I didn't know the names to them, but some scenes still vividly are in my head, and I'm just like, what movie was that? And I either find out or I never find out.
oh, I feel that. I can think of one right off the top of my head. I never actually saw the movie, but I remember seeing adverts for it, and I cannot find it for the life of me. It was a made-for-TV movie on Adult Swim called Art Prison, I believe. I think it was like about this art critic that gets sent to a prison for artists,
This
and
sounds
he's
like
like,
that sounds more like a Rick and Morty episode.
it's Adult Swim. What do you expect? But
Okay.
it was a really bizarre. It was a really bizarre advert for a really bizarre sounding movie. I specifically recall that one of the guards comes in and gives the main character, I think, like a box of pencils, and he's like, the warden said to give you these special art critic pencils. And he's like, I heard acrylic, and he's like, well, you heard wrong, art critic pencils.
Yeah. Alrighty then. Um, we've been going on for 30 minutes, and I think it's a good stopping point here. We're pretty much halfway in the level. That will do it for this episode of Tomb Raider. Join us. Well, I say us, but join me next time as we finish the level. I don't know if you two want to stick around for it or not, but we'll see.
I might, but that depends. I'll let you know.
Uh-huh.
I'll try.
That is it, and I will see you guys next time.